Welcome to my channel. My name is Eugene. Welcome to Random World. Today we're looking at Lego Harry Potter. Set came out in 2024. This is a Lego set 76438. Lego Harry Potter 2024 Advent Calendar. There's 300 pieces, 301 pieces, not 300. Let's count that extra piece. We are going to. All right, folks. Here it is. We are going to flip it around because typically how Lego does it, and most other Advent calendars have it, is that the box you open up, they do show you of the characters that are a little bit on the inside. I don't like that when they do that, but we're going to cut the spots so we flip it down so we can look at it. This is their one that's based for ages 7 up. I'm going to move my little box that holds this thing eventually. So we are going to look at this. Know that if you have one Lego set, all of the numbers are always on the same side. This one has a play set, so you can see the Christmas trees right in the middle. There's a wreath, so this is like in their dining area is where the idea of this one is. The play set has nice little thing here. It's where they all come and eat. So just the dining hall is where their all their accessories are going to go with. So we're going to open day one, and day one is right here. I'm going to move it a little bit closer so I can reach it. Day one is Harry Potter. I do not know all the characters. We are going to open up each one. We're going to build them in stop motion, and then we're going to talk about them. So we're going to pull them out. We're going to build him, and then we'll discuss it right afterwards. All right, so here's our first figure. We're going to look at this little thing first. Looks like you get a flag for your house. I don't know if that's Gryffindor. It could be Gryffindor's little flag. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, I'm really bad with the houses. So I'm just going to believe that's House Gryffindor. Here's Harry Potter. Here's our minifigure. I didn't break this off. You get 2 wands, okay? So when you see it like this on any of my stop motions or anything like that, you're like, Eugene, you didn't break that off? No. You lose them, right? So I'm not, and I have plenty of wands and stuff, and it's just basically a brown wand, and you can break them off easy. I think they break off really easy, so let's pull that off. Here he is. That's his scared look. Why is he scared? And that's his happy look. He should be happy that he is eating at a fine establishment. Like he should be chilling, right? His feet do not move. Like they use the feet that are smaller, so no feet moving. He has his little scarf here. He has a gray shirt. And his scarf goes on the back side like that. I'm kind of a swoosh little thing, so his shirt's a little bigger for him, so it's not super tight. He has glasses on. He has his scar as right above his eye, right there. Yeah, it's a cool figure. If you do not have Harry Potter, he is definitely displayable with that scarf. He is definitely like, and if you put him like maybe on, you're displaying him like this. You don't even need to do that. You probably can use this as parts or something like that, but very displayable, very playable, very recognizable. So he would be easy for anyone to recognize that he is Harry Potter. What are your thoughts? Day 2 is right here. We're going to open day 2 up. We're going to push. We're going to ruin the tree. I hate that they ruin the tree like really quickly for the artwork. Day 2 is some type of gargoyle. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Here it is. We're gonna build it, and then we'll talk about it. Today we got some form of figurine. It has a smooth, like maybe a gargoyle or a statue. It has 4 little paws here. It has 4 little paws on here. It has a little base that goes around it, and it has smooth pieces here. It did come with an extra one of these and a brown little base that you just stick on. There's really nothing special about this. Nothing screams playability. Nothing screams like, "Hey, I want this in my building blocks." So today is kind of a bummer, kind of a letdown. Well, it was an easy build though. Easy instructions, quick and easy. Thoughts? Let me know. Day 3 is in this corner right here. We're going to open this up. I'm not usually super gentle. Okay, today is a meal that goes with your table. So it's going to go down here on the. This one is like one of your little base points for a standard of the table for your food and stuff. We're going to build this in stop motion, and then we'll talk about it right afterwards. That's how I'm going to do all of these days. Today we get ourselves, it's funny, like these are supposed to be extensions of the table, it looks like, for your playscape. Like you have your playscape and then your characters, these things go on the end of tables because I don't know, because that's what you do. This one has a beignet, it has a pie, it has like grapes, and then it comes with this cookie, but it also comes with another cookie. No minifigures are going to be able to sit on this. So this is just kind of a display. It would have been better if they were able to sit on these type of things, but this is like just for display purposes. It's not really meant for playability. But you do get today, you get 4 pieces. Like you get this for food piece, this food piece, this piece, food piece, and then one more cookie. This I wouldn't really call a food piece, but you do get a couple of those. Is it playable? Yes. It's more displayable. So I don't know. What are your thoughts? You like day today? Let me know. Day 4 is right here. Day 4 is a Christmas tree early. Interesting. This is their version of a Christmas tree. We are going to build this one in stop motion right now. Wow, we already got ourselves a Christmas tree. Look at that. I actually like this one. It has a nice little brown base and it goes up. And that's where it's a little like the wood frame. It has a little decoration here. It's supposed to be like, your little lights. And then you have your little star on top of this little bush. I like it. It's easy and simple. This is an extra piece if you want to use this for tower purposes. And you get 2 stars. And most of the time with Lego, if you get this kind of stuff, you do get 2 of the star situations. It's a nice piece, and I like this. I like this if you're going to use this for parts of stuff. You can use this in a playscape, and a child can put this in their little happy environment as well. So today's build, I like the Christmas tree. It's a cool idea. So thumbs up. All right, folks, we're on day 5. Where is day 5? Oh, yeah, I remember. Day 5 is right here. Day 5, we push in a little bit, just a little bit, and then we try to push it away, from us. Try to be careful, Eugene. Try to be careful. It looks like someone brought a laptop to lunch. You're a wizards. I don't know why you're bringing a laptop to. Oh, maybe a spell book. Someone brought a spell book. That makes more sense. Not a laptop. I'm like, a spell book. There you go. You just know that they are more difficult to build. The design here is for, they believe, 7-year-olds. So there's no steps in it. You have to look at it to build it. So just keep that in mind when I build this in stop motion. So today we are getting a table that builds off like this for your playscape. You get a little candy, you get a cookie, you get a regular silver cup, and you get a little side table, plus you get this. All right, so you get yourself a spell book that you're putting right there on the table like so, and then you're having it placed like even more like Hermione bringing a spell book, is next to the food while she's, wanting to learn more while she's, playing. But I don't know. I don't know. Playable, yes. Displayable, probably not. And then the book, I think, is the best part of this little set, other than the little popcorn piece. But the book is good, very simple to build. A child will have no problem building this one. What are your thoughts? We are on day 6, so this is a 25%. This should be a character, I think, since we only pulled one so far. You would think, yeah. And I think this is Malfoy. They're very spacious inside these. This is Malfoy, I believe. This is like, his nemesis. And there we go. We're going to build him in stop motion. Push that one back. It makes sense. It makes sense that we would have had him as a minifigure. It makes sense that Malfoy was next, just because you have so many. You need to have characters. The price point for characters is $5, unless they're a really special edition, and then you can go up, because these things cost $44. These are expensive Lego sets, and you do not get many pieces. So they're really banking on the fact that you're getting those specialized pieces just for the holidays. It's kind of cool that it's lit up right there. We're on the Christmas tree. It'd be cooler if the star was lit. Yeah. Day 6, we get Slytherin. There it is. That's their flag. I'm assuming these are all their flags, but I can't be positive. There's the flag. House Slytherin. Today I got 2 sets of wands. That's 4 wands today. One broke off, and so I just left it on the character. And today I think we get Malfoy. I'm not terribly know all the characters' names. Small feet, as you can see here. Scarf of Slytherin. Blonde hair. Angry, like he's fighting someone. Smirky. Smirky. Angry. Smirky. And hair on. And then his arms move a little bit. Gray shirt. Scarf. It's all, but they always wear scarves and stuff, so. He's an okay figure. Is he totally you got to keep these on their hands. If you just had him around, someone will have to, only really good noticeable spot is checking out the his little scarf. You're like, oh, maybe that's Harry Potter. You're probably gonna recognize it from Harry Potter just because they're small figures. Playable, yes. Displayable, yes. Cool. We are on day 7, which is down here in this corner. We're gonna do this, and it's another one of those weird, I wouldn't say robots, but all right, let's build it. So day 7 here is another type of display robot, gargoyle, statue, whatever you want to call them. I don't like these. I dislike them because they're just pieces. It's shows you how to build something, but value wise, you get this today. You get a green base like this, and then you're not going to put this in your playscape, and then a child's not going to play with it. So today, yeah, I don't know what to say about today. It's just you build it, you learn how to build it, and then you're like, okay, now what? Now we're on day 8. So day 8 is located right here. We're gonna push in. It is some type of, I don't know, party makers? Candles? I don't know. What do we got today? We have party poppers. You get these little things. Last year was the first time I know a coworker at my work gave everyone a bunch of these for we did a white elephant little gift where you pull them apart and then there's a little prize inside. So I'm assuming that's what these things are. They're kind of cute. I like the idea of having a small little treat inside of these, but these are gigantic for building blocks. No Lego figure can't fit in their little world. So I know what they are. I just don't know, why they would fit in a playscape. or why would they be fit in this? So today is like, okay, cool, I know what these things are, but no, no, no. This is for 7-year-olds, so it should be easier to know what stuff is. Day 9. Okay, looks like we got a character, and I believe if I was a gambling man, I think this is, I don't know her name. This is Ron's sister. I don't know which one she is, but it's not. Yeah, I think so. Very sad. And yeah. All right, let's open this one up. Okay, so I don't know how. I don't know the house. Makes me. I don't know the house. But this is the house flag. I think this is Susan Bones, but I could be totally wrong. I think that's what character you're supposed to get inside here. Wand is here. There you go. Headpiece is a more of, it's with softer rubber, which is a weird one. Normally it's not as soft and squishy for the headpiece. She's smiling there. You can see like it's a badger of some sort on her. Like I'd be like Hufflepuff, but I don't even think that's their little thing. And she's sad there. Feet do not move. Scarf just like the other ones. And her hands move up and down. I like the like the hair coming down like this, and I like her figure. You would have to have her holding the wand and next to like Harry Potter and stuff for you to, because the character is not super recognizable. I don't remember her at all, but it doesn't mean that if you're a Harry Potter fan, you probably know her. I just don't. It's a cool minifigure, but is it a real super win? I don't know. I don't know. You got me. I like the headpiece. I like the figure. It's worth $5. So yes, it is worth $5. Day number 10 is where we're at. So let's push here. Let's open up, and it's another one of those funky little. Maybe I should have watched it. Statues. There's gotta be statues. Are there statues here? All right, here it is. Let's build it. Day 10. Here is day 10. It looks like a little gargoyle is what this is supposed to be, or, some type of, it has to be some type of gargoyle. It's gray. It has a little yellow base here. It has a little fluff that goes up and around it. It's all gray. There's nothing really too special about today. I actually kind of don't like it. So I just think it's pieces. Playability, not really. I mean, yeah. Yeah. This moves a little bit. These things could move. I'm thumbsing down today. I don't really like this little figurine. What about you? We are on day 11, folks. Day 11. Let's do right here. Push. And you get they're playing, ooh. You get little teeny Legos. You get 2. You get one white one and one black one. Cool. All right, let's play around with this. So today you get little minifigures. I know it's a chess set, but they give you a little white one, a little spare little white one here, happy little white one, and then a happy little black one right here. So you get 4. You get 4 of these little chess sets that you can play around with. You get 1 drink, and you get 1 little token, whatever that token is. And this is supposed to be, again, an extension of the table. and it's supposed to be a little playscape type of situation. But Legos can't sit on it; they can stand. Little ones could stand on it because little minifigures have little feet, so they could actually sit on this potentially. This is a chessboard, is what my guess is, because you have your or checkers. You know, like if you're using just pawns. It could be a checkerboard with just little minifigures. I love that they get little minifigures. I do love that. And I actually like the butterbeer glass here. That's kind of cool too. Yeah, what are your thoughts? It's okay. I like it. I like Dig Today mainly because you get 4 of these little figures, and I really like minifigures, and that's a minifigure, right? So, well done. Now we're at the halfway point. So this one should be another character, and it should be a good character, right? This is going to be one of your, happy little moments. We are on day 12, which is right here. So we're going to push. We're going to push, Eugene. We're going to look, and it's not a character, but it's the owl. It's the messenger owl. Trying to get it out. So, it's very big. I have most of the owls I have don't have their wings open. So that's a different, for me, it's different. It might not be for you. There might be larger sets and more expensive ones that have the owl open, but that's new. Okay. All right. Let's open this one up. Today we get the owl. I like it. I like minifigures. The box here that it comes on opens up, and it has yourself a little cookie, like 2 little cookies, like little Homer Simpson donuts. Comes with 2 of those. It does shut. Your base, your little bird flies around on it is an owl. It's one of those owls that's, flies in, gives you mail and stuff, delivers the food. It's a cool little owl. I like it. Its wings are open. It has gray on the sides there, like gray in the middle. Beak is brown and black, yellow eyes, and then the rest of it is just all white. I like it. Would people know it's from Harry Potter? Probably not. Unless once you put it with the Harry Potter characters, people are gonna love it. This one right here is like a present, but that you can twist and stuff because it's all based on one little thing. I don't like it. Doesn't really suit me, but it could suit you. So today's a win. I like it. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Now let's open day 13. Day 13 is up by the tree. We're going to push here. We're going to see here. Okay, you have another character. I have no idea what character this is. I guess I should rewatch all of Harry Potter. Do anyone still, do you still watch Harry Potter? Do you let your kids watch Harry Potter? Do you watch it year round? Are you excited about the possibility of them redoing the whole thing and making, I think they were going to make the original actor who played Harry Potter, Daniel, Radcliffe, I think he was supposed to be a teacher in the show, and just as not Harry Potter, but just he was going to be one of the teachers, as they just rebooted it. They always like to reboot things. Okay, let's build this in stop motion. Here's our next figure. I don't know the house. These are house flags. I thought there was only 4 houses, but I don't recognize. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I do Harry Potter? I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan. I have seen the movies, but a long time ago. Headpiece here for her is solid. And it goes over her shoulders like this and comes down. Very flat hair. Happy face. Sad face. I don't know why they're always sad. Like, this is not a time to be sad. One here is brown. I didn't break them apart. I leave them together so I don't lose them. There's a couple colors. They're all the same. So if you get one, you open one, you can, trade around wands, and you have a pile of wands. The shirt here, you can see, has a symbol of her house. And then on the back side, you can see that the scarf goes like this. The feet here are small feet. They do not move. All minifigures are around $5 price point. So would people recognize her? Maybe. I definitely don't. So regular people aren't going to recognize her. So if you have non-Harry Potter fans, they're definitely not going to recognize who she is. I don't know her name. What's her name? Let me know in the comments below if you know her name. 14, because they like to just take a franchise and just keep going. Okay, well, guess what, folks? You get another one of these. I know you're as jealous as I am going, wow, Eugene, I get another like gargoyle type creature? Yay. All right, yep, you named it. Another one of these. It used to be like a Star Wars where you used to get robot, like little spaceships or robots, and I used to complain about that. And then I turned out, I'm like, you know what, I like it. And this one, that hasn't happened. You still don't. I like the ball here. That's at least a different piece. There's a beak. They use it for a beak, so it's supposed to be like a little bird perched on a statue. These are supposed to be statues in your dining hall area. The playability, a child's not gonna play with this one. And then we could put it in our playscapes, maybe, but you can build way better statues than this. So I would rather have this being like a snowman or something, because you can make these little balls, couple balls up, and you can make them a snowman. So today, again, easy to build, just not my cup of tea. What about yours? 15. We are on day 15. Let's take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. LeVar Burton. Fantastic. Okay, not bad. I like this one. This one is going to be the idea is a table with your drinks and stuff. Let's do it. Day 15. Okay, today you're getting a little potion. I put that on top. That doesn't go there. But I thought it'd look cool there, so I did it. It goes on this one. You get 2 gold cups. You get a table that goes like this. We've seen other tables before. It just adds on to your playscape or wherever you're going to put them. It looks like someone was just having a drink. Has a little potion, and some goblet, big for like, these are from like, or adults, like wine goblets and stuff. It does give you, this is parts mainly, but if you want to add more to your collection for these pieces, that would be kind of cool. If you need more drinks, if you're trying to build this huge dining area, that's what this would be more for. But it's kind of weird that they give you a little spell, like little potion thing here. Acid pops, whatever that is, I don't know. Today, parts. What are your thoughts? We are on day 16, which is right down on the bottom, which is right here. So let's open this one. Okay, so you get the singing girl, one of the ghosts. That's why she's all gray. Let's pull her out. Okay, so we get the ghost. She has musical notes. It's got the big body that doesn't move. First time I saw one of those, I wasn't really a fan of, but let's build her. Day 16. So today we get a minifigure. She's supposed to be a ghost. And then this is her musical notes. I probably have that wrong. I don't know how musical notes go. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how musical notes go. So she's singing. I don't think she would need the notes there. But she has a silver, like if you, different angles, different lighting, the silver here shines a little bit better. She does not move her base here, but they've done this base a couple on different generations of minifigures. There's this base, it does sit. And then, like I was saying, the silver and gray on the back has a nice shine, so it gives it that ghosty look. She has 2 faces, one where she is smiling and happy, the other one where she's singing and serenading you down the hallway. Her arms do move, but that's about it, and she can just glide across as she's singing inside of the space here for Harry Potter's world. But she is supposed to be a dead character, in my opinion, especially since the head is white. So not a bad minifigure though, but would you know it's from Harry Potter? Probably not. You put her next to the characters, you're gonna know. Especially holding musical notes, it might be harder for you to tell that she is a Harry Potter character. Kind of reminds me of like Disneyland's character inside the Haunted Mansion, is what kind of screams to me. But you know, cool. I like it. This is a nice minifigure. You just need to put her and display her next to your other minifigures. We are on day 17, which is still on the bottom row, which is right here. So we're just gonna push. It is a little train set, I think. Parts to a train set on a little carousel. This thing normally goes around your Christmas tree. I don't know. I don't know why they had this in this. All right, let's build it. Now that we're getting closer to the end, most of the time they give you like things to go around a tree or something. This is supposed to be a train set, like, and then these are just, you know, you can see that there's train pieces here for the wheels, and then these are just, you know, pieces, but they don't connect. They're just there. So it's weird that they like this is supposed to be like maybe the front, and then these are supposed to connect to it. Yeah. It's pretty lame. Again, a negative day. You're spending a lot of money for this advent calendar. This advent calendar is close to $50. It was close to $50 last year. I'm doing this one. I ended up doing almost all the filming a year later. So this one's 2024s, not 2025s. I do have 2025s as well, so hopefully I get that one all filmed up, and we're having it released this year as well. But this advent calendar is like, this one's I don't like this one. This is just supposed to be like in a corner or something. I'm not digging it. You could use these pieces here for skates for Lego minifigures. Sometimes on sets they put these things on their feet for little roller skates. But it doesn't look like a little train set. And then you get a little thing here that you can put a Christmas tree in the middle, maybe, if you really wanted to, around the little train around the Christmas tree. That's gotta be a cool idea, but And I don't like them when they build upon each other, because it's like a child gets this and they're like, what am I gonna do with it today? But at least you get a playscape here, and you can put it in a corner or something. Your thoughts? Day 18 is up top. I'm going to move the camera here. Day 18 is up here. We are going to... Okay, you get another Christmas tree, but this is more realistic, and you get a Santa's hat. Okay, you get a lot of pieces in this one. This one is your bigger one, and you do get a Santa hat in case you needed a Santa. Which at this point, you probably should just watch the Santa Claus one advent calendar that I have of Lego City. You do get Mrs. Claus, and you do get Santa Claus. So that one's a better one if you wanted those. So here we have, we're getting close to the end, and they have the Christmas tree. And I like this Christmas tree because you get a Santa hat. You do get one Santa hat. I wish this was different colors, like a different color scheme, but it's not. It has the brown base here for the wood, and then little piece here, green little top. Sits like this. I like this. Mainly, like, if you don't have Christmas trees and stuff, you can make these things different colors with these different little pieces, so they can work in a playscape. If you are going for like Christmas theme stuff, like getting Santa Claus is always what you want. So if you don't have a Santa Claus hat, here you go. I love that. So today has two good purposes. You could just, pull that off. Now you have a little tree for a village. Kind of teaches you how to build one. And then you could, you have to really work it to find the right spot to put it on. But you can put a little Santa hat on one of your characters as well if you wanted to. So today's is pretty cool. I like it. Really Lego. If you work for Lego, if you're a bigger subscriber than if you're a bigger YouTuber than I am, because I'm nothing and I have no ties to Legos. If you do have ties to Legos, tell them Elves Santa's Village is the advent calendar you need for Lego sets. You will sell so many. I'm giving that free advice here because I do have advice. I always have advice for everything. And actually, I'm good at fixing things. So if you did that, you would make unlimited resources. Like, everyone would love it. Who doesn't want elves, Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus, and then maybe a reindeer in it? And then just presents. I mean, you all the little weird gnome gargoyles we were getting, you can make them just a present. And you're giving your 6 characters are, really good. You can sell that one high. You can sell that one for 50. People would buy it. Here's a character. I don't know who his name is. Do you? Throw it in the comments below if you know the name of the character. We're going to build them and just do it. Okay, here is another figure I don't know. So it's a half character. It's a half character, as you can see here. Wand, brown wands. I don't break them apart, as I've been saying earlier. So you just break it apart, and then it's a regular little wand. Character itself has a beard. Has a gold little inline in the shirt. That's actually pretty cool. You can see the reflection a little bit. It's off the lighting, it reflects a little bit. That's kind of neat. Same thing with the gold on the shirt. Feet don't move, small feet, so it's like a dwarf. You get 2 of these, as I threw one right here. Here's the second one, and you get in this set you get 2 of these type of special markers. They call them special, like little plaques and stuff. So that's why they always have a little question mark on it, so then you don't know which one you're gonna get. These are exclusive. You get 2 exclusives to this one advent calendar. And then the character itself, he has happy face, and so he only has one face, which I do love. So and you just squish down, boop. But he gives 2 beards. The beards are the same, so you can, make someone else have a long full beard. Hands move like this. Yeah. Cool. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. Do you know the character's name? I do not. We are on day 20, folks. We are on day 20, which is on the bottom down here. Let's push it. Okay, today is a fireplace that goes inside here. Here it is. We're going to build this, and then we're going to talk about it right afterwards. Well, in every little dining area, there's always a fireplace, so that's what this is. And then you get a one of the pictures on the wall. Today's picture is a little gentleman, little minifigure, holding a candle, maybe. And then you have a fireplace there. On the back sides, it does look like bricks. Bricks. I do like that. Today's can go in a playscape. So because it's a fireplace, you can totally put this inside one of your playscapes, and a child can play with this in their own environment by having little minifigures running around this little fireplace. So today, and it has a cool statue above the fireplace. I like it. You can even add your little minifigures, from your chess day. You can put the little chess figures up there if you wanted to. I like it. That's cool. It's worth it. Easy build. Today is a cool little thing that you could use for children or adults. We're on day 21. Some of these are cool. Some of these are not so cool. I don't know what they're going to do for day 24 because you already have your Christmas tree already out. It's probably a sled of some sort. It's probably me in one of these things too. Okay. Okay, this is for your reefs. We'll build it and talk about it and see what we think. So today's is a kind of like a reef situation that you have on your playmate. Is like all the dining room stuff. That's what this is supposed to be for dining. Here it is. It is just basically a reef with fire. You have fire here, here, and it comes down with these little stars. It has golden bases here, and then the beams across here. The backside looks like so. It is kind of flimsy, like it wants to fall off in multiple spots. Like those just fell off pretty easily. And you only type that's hooking this is the one brace in the back. So today's is a cool little idea for like if you're hanging little reefs, but it's not functional. Like it wants to break apart. For Lego, I would have been much happier if they put maybe a red one of those up here, but they didn't. This is just supposed to be light up your little way in the playscape. It's just, that's what it's meant for. I don't know. What are your thoughts? So I don't like looking on the back or looking them up. Like you're new to this too. We're seeing this for the first time. We're opening it. You're hearing my thoughts, and sometimes disappointment. Sometimes some of these advent calendars I have a playlist. Some are fantastic that I did. I was super happy. I was more excited, and other ones it's just like it's a disappointment. Depends on what you're getting it for or who you're getting it to. Number 20 is another table. It's a different type of table, and it has a candle on it. It's a little longer. All right, here it is. We're going to build it in stop motion, and we'll talk about it. So today we get a long table. We haven't got one of these long tables yet. You get 2 flames. You actually get an extra flame too. This is a nice gold leaf that you get to acquire. This is supposed to be a candle. This is like a flame on top, and this is a little cherry meant for more kids to sit, but they can't sit. They have to stand on these little platforms. So I just like that. Today is purely parts in my mind. You at least get gold leaf here if you want to have a Midas room or something. I like that you get gold. I like that you do get some candles that you can put somewhere else, but today is just parts. Very easy to build, but yeah, nothing wows me. Nothing goes, oh my god, this is gonna be great. It just basically adds to this. Some of my reviews on these items through that you've noticed, or some of them are short, some are long. It all depends on what I want to say about the figure or item. We are on day 23. There's only 2 more days left. It's hard for me to try to guess what possibly it could be. 23 is going to be right here. Let's open this one up. Okay. That's fair enough. You got me. Your meal. You know, like this is a meal. Some years you get them, like Guardians of the Galaxy one 2 years ago had one, that I got that one. It had a really cool turkey in it. At least you get a little bit more. So this is going to be a quick stop motion. But all right, this is your Christmas meal. Okay, we only have one more day after today. So today is our day 23. As you can see, this is gold flakes. I actually like the gold flakes. I love the turkey. Turkey, it just sits in this little spot. You have to put the legs on. I have to admit that I have gotten different turkeys over the years. Lego does the best one. It's very smooth. The legs fit in very easily. I like that they purposely made it so it can fit right in the middle like that. That's pretty cool. This is just supposed to go on a table. This is their feast, right? So you are in the dining area, and then you're having a bird. I would believe it's a turkey. It does give you some food elements. You get one extra one of these, and then you have cherries on the side to try to decorate where your turkey is being placed on the table on a big plate. It is a big turkey or goose or whatever you want to call it. I like it. Playable. Yes, if a child wants to put this on a dinner thing. It's more meant, I think, for a playscape would be even better, where you're putting tons of food on a big, long table, and then this whole thing could actually go on that. This could be one little piece for your playscape, and then just have different types of food and elements down. So today's worth it. Is this whole set worth $50? Ugh. You know, I don't. We'll talk about that afterwards. But this one is pretty cool. So. Awesome. Now this is, this is your play set. You're gonna cut this off, or child's gonna cut it off. You could use this, but then you butchered the whole like background. But we're on day 24, and we are going to see what it is. And day 24 is right there, so I'm gonna move it a little bit closer to me. Slide it, and then I'm gonna push. Maybe it's a sled. I don't. Oh. Okay, so it's not Santa Claus, but he is dressed up in red robes, and he has a beard. I think it's one of the main characters. Dumbledore, dressed up in his red outfit for like it could be. I have no idea. I'm not a uber Harry Potter fan, so I don't know enough about Harry Potter. Do you? Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on him. After the, yeah. So I'm gonna build him, and I'm gonna talk about what I think of the figure itself. I'm not of the character, and then we'll do our final review. Here is our grand finale, folks. Here is our grand finale. This is your main event. This is Dumbledore here. You get his wands here. You get two, like I said, and before, they always come off. Very easy to peel. I didn't peel them off. There's a little separator piece here. He is one of the ones that has this type of cloak, or like a type of dress, I would say, that comes down. His hair piece looks like so. It has a V on top. Easy. It doesn't move. The head doesn't move around once you put it on. So it's like this. They give you one of these. I actually like that Santa Claus version. It's a full beard situation. It does have two faces. His faces look like so. A lot of scruff around it, and then kind of go like that. Glasses, and then you can see little trail here on him. Is he worth your grand finale? Sure. Yeah. I'd be like, this is a pretty fine. Looks like Santa Claus. Sorry. So it's a good finale. I'm not going to complain about this. Playable, yes. Displayable, yes. You leave the wands on him. It's going to be more easier for people to recognize he's from the Harry Potter world. He's a wizard. You can use him in a playscape. You can use him somewhere else. You can make him in a council, like that old wise wizard. So he is definitely playable. His feet just doesn't move, and they have this going down. So the way his wardrobe is, you're not going to be able to really swap him with a different base here. You're going to have to switch him with a whole new body. Because this one has that line. See how that line goes all the way down? This is one solid piece, and the backside does the same thing. So it's supposed to be, that's his outfit. So you're not going to change his outfit unless you change his whole bottom body, which you can, and just put his face on someone else if you're going to use him as like playability or something like that. And just put the head on another figure. Playable, displayable, pretty cool. Yeah, today's win. Okay, folks, we've looked at every day. Was it worth it? We got a couple minifigures. It's a $50 price point, and so we'll just do a quick little overview here. Day one was a dud. It was, let's see here. Day one was a statue of it was really lame. I thought. Christmas tree on day 418 was another Christmas tree. You get a character here, so it's $5 there. You get a wreath that fell apart a little bit. I don't know what to say, because like you got a bunch of these. I did not enjoy. You get this one was cool because you had we got the little chess sets. I mean, day 24, which was probably day one Harry Potter. And then day 24, is your grand finale, which, is, your Santa Claus type character. I don't know. Was this one worth $50? I don't think these are worth $50. I think that you're not getting enough play out of it, out of everything, all the stuff that you get, especially when you get these. These are duds, and it's supposed to be extensions of this base here, and I didn't enjoy that as well. I can't say this one's worth $50. This one, it'd be cooler if you got it for $30, like they do the Lego City. I think that's where the mark should be, around $30 for these, but they're still priced at way overpriced. It's mainly because think of each minifigure as $5 is usually the price point. You get 6 of those, that's $30. And then you get the flutter of the extra stuff. So right off the bat, they think that the value of the one is $30 is the bare minimum. And then all the other add-ins. The owl was pretty cool. I think the owl was like day right here. That was a cool owl. But I don't know. I can't say that you should go out and rush out and buy this. I think only if you're a Harry Potter fan, if your child's a Harry Potter fan, or if you're trying to collect the special little character things like this. This is your mystery special edition stuff. You get 2 of those. You get it with the character here, and then you get it with the fireplace. Are the 2 special little pieces that are only in this advent calendar. So if you are collecting all of these, then you're going to have to get this advent calendar. Or try to just buy, day 19 and, gosh, I don't know what day it is. It wasn't one of those. It was like maybe right here. Here. Come on, Eugene. Maybe right here. There. The fireplace, and right above the fireplace. You'd have to buy that piece, and you have to buy the other one if you're trying to collect the whole thing. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Anyone else love this advent calendar? I'm sorry I didn't get it out in 2024. It just, life got in the way, and I didn't get a chance to be able to put it out there. So we are, I'm thankful. Thank you for all watching. Happy holidays, and I'll see you next time.